Hi, it's Dr. Alex and welcome to the week 16 workout. We're going to be working out some of the major muscle groups of the body, the legs. If you haven't seen our week 15 and 14 workouts, see the attached link. And with that, let's get started. We're going to start with a quick warm-up. I'm going to start with 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Now, regular jumping jacks are a little bit too intense for you. If your top has become a little bit bigger and things are kind of bouncing and uncomfortable, you can always just do out to the side over your head. If that's still a little bit too much, you can just out to the side like this. You can move your arms back and forth just to get them warmed up as well. So we'll start with 30 seconds of jumping jacks. This will be the only exercise that we do today that has to do with any type of jumping. The next part of the warm-up is going to be hip openers. Now, instead of just flinging your leg around, what I would like you to do is, if you need to hold on to a wall and just open your hip to the side like that. We'll do 5 this way. And 5 the opposite way. Try to stand up straight during all of these exercises. Again, posture is very important because as we progress through pregnancy, we start to develop abnormal curves to our spine. And so standing up straight kind of reminds us to keep that back in line in the normal architecture. The last exercise for the warm-up is leg swings. Now, I don't want you to kind of kick all the way up and all the way back. It's just to kind of get the legs moving almost like a pendulum in a very controlled manner. I'm just going to go up and back about 10 times on each side. I hadn't realized how tight my hip flexors were. And we're done with the warm-up. First is a plie squat pulse. What you're going to do is kind of point your toes slightly wider than hip width, about 45 degrees or out towards the corners of your room if you're standing in the middle of a room. You're going to go down as far as you feel comfortable, and we're just going to pulse like this for 30 seconds. Now, that seems like it may be hard enough for some of us. If you're looking for a little bit more resistance, you can add some weight. I'm going to add weight, and I'm going to do a hold like this. Mostly because women have been known to carry babies more using their bicep and arm muscles in this fashion. So we're going to start with just 30 seconds of a pulse. Now, if at any point this gets too heavy, you can always put your arms down like this, or you can put your arms up like this. I'm holding like this, but you're more than welcome to do other exercises as well. If you feel like you could do bicep curls or upright rows, all of those are great alternatives to get the blood rushing into your arms as well as your legs. Great. The next exercise is a low squat walk. What that means is you're going to get into a squat position with your knees close, chest up, and you're going to take a few steps out to the side. I'm going to take 3 because space allows, and I'm going to walk back. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Now this comes into play if you have one of these. If you feel as though that doesn't offer enough resistance, you can always place a band over your thighs, above your knees, and do the walks this way. If the band is not in your equipment repertoire, you can just use weights. Again, only if you need added resistance. So again, low squat, and you're gonna walk. For me, I feel pretty good without any other resistance. So we're gonna do 30 seconds walking in that low squat. Make sure you're breathing throughout all of these exercises and that your core is tucked in. What that means is you're making your stomach hard. And we're almost done. The next exercise is a front leg raise. Somewhat similar to what we did in the warm-up, except this time we're not as a pendulum swinging it forward and swinging it back. We're gonna start with 30 seconds, just heel to the ground, lifting the foot straight up. If this is too hard, you can just touch the toe to the floor and lift it in a 90-degree angle. This is great for working the quads and the lower abdominal muscles. Again, holding onto a wall for balance and keep yourself breathing, very important. Now after the 30 seconds, you're gonna hold it up and you're just gonna pulse it. It's very easy to let the pelvis kind of collapse, start to hunch over. Keep the chest up and the pelvis forward. If you need to lower your foot and just pulse lower to the ground, that's fine. You're still gonna feel it in that quad. And we're almost done. Okay, next side. Same thing, we're gonna start with just heel to the ground, toe to the ground, whichever one you chose to do, and you're just gonna lift it straight up. I like these exercises because you're not doing a ton of jumping, but you're really working the larger muscle groups, and so your heart rate will come up a little bit. But as you can see, not so much that I can't continue to talk to you. All right, 30 seconds, so now we're just gonna pulse this. Trying to maintain some good form here. Now, if this becomes too hard and you just don't feel like you can do it, you can always just keep it low to the ground and lift it that way. If that pulse is still too hard, just do another 30 seconds of the leg raise or the toe with the knee up. Also great alternatives. Next is a standing leg raise, but this time the leg is going to be behind you. What that's going to look like is you're gonna stand with one foot on the ground, the other foot will be behind you, and you're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. It doesn't have to be a huge movement, but it's just gonna be 30 seconds of lifting and lowering that foot. Toe to the ground, up. Toe to the ground, up. That's really to get after the glutes. Now, after this exercise, we're gonna do something similar. We're gonna do another exercise on the same leg. You're gonna keep the leg up and you're gonna go in and out. It's not going to be a huge movement like that. It's just going to be slight movement in and a little bit movement out for 30 seconds. That's getting after the glute med, the glute min. I have my foot a little bit rotated out, so my toes, the middle of my foot is kind of pointed to the floor. All right, next side. Take a little bit of pressure off that standing knee and get a little bit of a bend in it. You're not trying to work out that leg, you're just trying to make sure you're not hyperextending that leg. Now 30 seconds, out to the side, in. Ooh, this side is a lot harder. Again, my foot's not raised very much off of the ground, and I am still feeling it. Almost there. The last standing exercise is going to be 30 seconds where you're going to need a bit of room to do a lunge into a squat, into a lunge, into a squat. Now, if that is too difficult, if you're on carpet and your feet aren't moving and you feel a little uncomfortable, that's fine. What you're going to do is 15 seconds, just a pulse in the lunge, 15 seconds of a pulse in the squat, 15 seconds of a pulse in this lunge, okay? I'm going to do the change of the lunge to the squat to the lunge, but you can feel free to modify as long as you're being safe. So like I said, 45 seconds, that way we can do 15 in each position, and we'll start. Make sure when you do a lunge, you're getting your knees 90 degrees, both of them. The squat, you want to get your bottom back and your chest forward. And it doesn't have to be any faster than this. You'll feel it, even if you're going slow. Make sure you keep that core tight. We're almost done. So as I mentioned earlier, you will need a chair, a stability ball, or a bench for one part of this workout. The reason being is we're going to do a bridge. Now in the second trimester and forward through the rest of your pregnancy, it's not recommended to lay on your back for long periods of time, as the growing uterus will compress the inferior vena cava. What we're going to do is get to the bottom of our shoulder blades, to the bench, and we're just gonna kind of sit down like this, bottom's almost to the ground, and you're just gonna push up. I'm gonna have my arms like this to kind of stabilize me. And again, you can do this on a stability ball, on the couch, on a chair. Make sure the chair is sturdy, and we're just gonna do 15 of these. At the top, make sure you're really squeezing those glutes. Okay, come all the way down to the ground. The next exercise we're going to do, our fire hydrants. We're really gonna work the glutes and the sides of the glutes. So you wanna come on all fours, hands right below the shoulders, knees right below the hips. And you're just gonna lift your leg up like a dog at a fire hydrant. You should start feeling this in those glutes that we just worked with those leg raises almost instantaneously. We're gonna do 15 on each side. All right, I'm done on that side. Now, if this exercise, again, you're looking for more resistance, you can use one of those bands that I talked about. Use that around your thighs to further add resistance as you're trying to lift your leg in that fire hydrant stance. We're gonna do the other side now. Oof, I'm feeling that. The next exercise, we're gonna have you lay on your side and with your legs fully extended. You're gonna bring that top leg up, point the toes to the ground, and you're gonna do leg circles. Now I'm gonna have my hand right here just to further stabilize me, but you can keep your hand here if you'd like. You can have it resting wherever feels comfortable. So you're gonna point your toes down a little bit and you're gonna do circles in one direction. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds and then 30 seconds with circles in the other direction. Again, we're really gonna get after that side of that booty and the side of the thigh. Now, if it's not comfortable to hold yourself up like this, you can always lay yourself further down. It doesn't take away how difficult the leg circles are, unfortunately. All right, opposite way now. Whew. Oh. Whew. All right, other side. Point that toe down. Start your leg circles. Now, if you're further along and you need a little bit of a pillow underneath the belly to make it more comfortable, get a pillow. Get a couple of pillows. Have yourself be at a little bit more of an incline with a little bit more padding underneath the top of your body. All right, and opposite way. I'm gonna just take a break. Whew. Opposite way. Almost done. Okay, done with those. Oh. We're gonna go back to one of my favorites, which is donkey kicks. We're gonna just work the bottom or the top of the glute and that lower back again. Let's do 15 on each side. Knee at 90 degrees, foot at 90 degrees, and you're just gonna kick up. And this you should start feeling, again, almost instantaneously from all the other exercises we've already done. Other side for 15. And now we're going to do clam openers. What that means is you're gonna lay on your side. You're gonna bend your knees, bring the insides of your feet together, and you're just gonna open and close. This is the last thing to really burn the side of your booty and the legs. And we're gonna do 15 on each side. Now, I'm not opening very big, but you don't really have to, especially given the exercises we've already done, to really feel this. This is another one of those exercises where you could place a band around your thighs if you'd like some extra resistance, or even add a weight onto the thigh for extra resistance. Just hold it onto the thigh like this. I don't feel as though I need extra resistance, so I'm just gonna end with my 15 here. Almost done. Whew. That's a tough one. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We hope you enjoyed the workout. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to leave a comment below so we can follow you on your journey as well.